guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, I am so excited for this palette. Unbelievably excited. I'm sure there's like a million reviews. Oh my god, I can't even get her out of the box. Just look at that. It feels as good as it looks. If you've not got this palette, I'm telling you now, it feels as good as it looks. That's actually metal. It's not like just stuck on. This is just everything. Look at this. Oops, that's my plastic gone. Look at that. I know a lot of people have had a bit of controversy over these shades, and this is actually the first Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette that I've ever bought. I have bought his concealer, which I love. I have bought his translucent powder, which I also love, and the liquid lips. But I'll tell you why I haven't bought a Jeffree palette in the past is because I didn't really want the thirsty or the androgyny, even though I kind of like the shades in it. There was a lot of palettes that I already had that had very similar shades in them. Then Blood Sugar came out and I so wanted to buy that palette. I really love that palette. It's super wearable shades, it's my type of shades, but a lot of the shadows in there are the pressed pigments, which you have to be really careful with. If you don't know what pressed pigments are, they're completely different to an eyeshadow. They can quite often stain your eyelid. My eyes are super sensitive, super puffy, and this camera is really annoying me. The light keeps changing in my room so badly, so I'm actually sat on the floor videoing this one because of my light, and I just broke my ring light this morning. The tripod that it stands on snapped, so I apologise for the lighting. It's really bad, and I'm actually sat on the floor, but never mind. So I really wanted to buy the Blood Sugar palette, but like I said, the pressed pigments, I was just really concerned that they would really affect my eyes and that they would be super sensitive and that I wouldn't get them off and it would stain my skin and everything like that. Then he came out with Blue Blood, which was an awesome palette, and the controversy palette like broke the internet and everything else. But for me personally, the shades both in the controversy palette and the Blue Blood palette, I just wouldn't wear on a daily basis, and even with my work with the makeup that I do, I would probably very rarely use them. So from that point of view, that's why I've not yet purchased a Jeffree Star palette. It's got nothing to do with the type of makeup it is, or, you know, anything to do with any of the drama or all that kind of thing. It is just literally the fact of whether I think it would be wearable or not. But then everyone might say, oh my god, but purple's not wearable. I love purple. I love everything purple. It's my favourite colour other than black. Black jumper. So there was just no way. And I am so obsessed with anything Vampire Diaries, Twilight, anything kind of mystical or fantasy based, Game of Thrones, like anything like that. And this, I mean, like, for a makeup palette, it's just so different. Even if you just don't want to use the shades and just have it sat as a piece on your desk, it's awesome. I love it. So let's get into it. I am so super excited to try these shades out. Really, I'm tempted to do two different. Oh my god, my legs are killing. I might have to get myself a pillow. Jesus, help me. There we go. Right, so I'm tempted to do two completely different looks on either eye, just to use as much colour as possible, but then I'm really tempted to just do something really funky, but then I have got to go out later, so... Right, I'm just going to swatch. So I'm going to swatch this colour, which is Royal Pain, which is the kind of nude pink. Oh, but I don't want to disturb the little... Jeffree. Wow. That is such a nice shade. That is such a lovely shade. So I'm just going to pick up some of the mattes. I mean, so I suppose I don't really have anything to compare it to because I haven't purchased one of his palettes before. So I can't compare it to his previous palettes, but I can compare it to palettes that I've got that I like. So these are the more muted Oh, that is such a nice shimmery colour. That didn't swatch quite as well, but that's the kind of colour I'd wear on holiday. That's lush. Okay, I'm going to go into Wet Jewel. Oh my god. Like, oh, look, this lighting's bothering me so much, but can you see? Is that picking up? Oh, look at how reflective that is in the daylight. That's so pretty. So take the crown. Whoa, okay. Take the crown. It has a lot of fallout in the palette, but it's not falling out of my face. I suppose I don't mind too much. Look at that. Right, okay. Screw any more swatches. I am going to get this makeup off my hands and we're going to get into it. Just going to wipe this off. So, to start with, I am going to do my concealer because I didn't do that this morning because I didn't have time. I do have just a little bit of the Revolution foundation on. This is Jeffree's concealer in C2. And you don't need a lot because this goes such a long way. Like when they were doing videos and stuff of it, and you see it just go on for miles and miles and miles. That was absolutely no joke. And it just hides everything. And eye crease really bad under my eyes. I've got lines on my eyes. My eyes are super puffy today because I was down the horse yard with my daughter yesterday and I'm allergic to horses. So people are like, why do you go to a horse yard if you're allergic to horses? She's obsessed with horses. She's currently learning to ride. So I've got to be there. But yeah, it makes me look like an Oompa Loompa, to say the very least. And a goodbye baggy eyes. Just look at that, like just a few drops and goodbye. Like you can still see my lines a little bit, but that's because I haven't rollered this morning. Like I said, I have allergies, but that just that little bit just made me look so much more awake. And then I'm taking his powder in translucent. If you haven't tried this powder, it does have a scent. Like, it's meant to be like candy floss. Oh my god, I want to eat. Whoa! Did we see that? Sorry. It's so finely milled, but that is obviously like an awesome thing. But to be fair, you can smell it. Because, you know, Jeffree's all about his sweet stuff. I'm not baking because I don't really bake because I just think it makes me look super, super cakey and it shows up everything. This is literally just to set the foundation and the concealer in place. And even though it's got a strong smell, and like I can smell it on my brush and it's nice, but like if I take that away, you can't smell it. It just goes, like the smell dissipates. Not usually one for hugely heavily perfumed things, but that is genuinely really, really nice. And it's also got, oh my god, I got out way too much, so I'm just going to use it up a minute. And then I will contour my face. And it closes back up. And then there's no mess. Thank God. Thank you, Jeffree. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Maybelline City Bronzer. Just to put some warmth back into my face. This is such an easy bronzer to use. Really, really blendable. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, it doesn't have that kind of grey. You know, sometimes when you get a bronzer and it's like grey on your face and it looks like dirt. Like, you literally just gone with a load of dirt. This is not like that at all. Super blendable. I think they do it in only 2 shades, I want to say. I could be wrong. Someone let me know if I'm wrong. But just down the nose a little bit. I'm not overly contouring the nose because I'm not going anywhere special today. I'm just going to put a little highlight on just to wake everything up a bit. If I can find my highlighting brush, that is. I didn't get very well organised for this video. I'm turning my back to you a lot. I'm so sorry. So, Fenty. As we can tell, I like this one. I have seriously hit pan. This is the Lightning Dust Fire Crystal. And I'm just using a Real Techniques, quite like domed brush. But I actually really like using this highlighter because I feel it really diffuses the highlight so you don't get this massive like line, because I'm just giving some reflection back into my skin. I'm not going OTT. Right, so taking a fluffy type brush. I hate doing videos on my phone, it is so annoying. I'm going to go into, actually, let's take this off of here. Sorry, I'm just taking the plastic. I love that sound. Okay. Your Majesty. Okay. Quite a bit of fallout, but I'm actually not going to prime my eyes just because this isn't going to be a crazy going out look. I'll probably do another video testing it again with like a super full-on glam eye, like proper glam, and then let you guys know how it wears. Like, I'll go out and I'll dance, because that's all I do with my friends when we go out, is dance. She has helped me with this light. Couldn't be a day where I had lovely natural light. Oh god, because you are on my makeshift tripod at the moment. So sorry. And then using that same brush, I'm going to go into that Royal Pain. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm going to go into Monarchy, which is like a proper nude, beigey kind of shade. I'm going to buff that out. I'm going to use my mirror. I love this mirror. It is like a proper, can I turn it? Like, you can see my whole face in that mirror. It's not like a little mirror. It's almost like, I want to say it's almost the same size as his hand mirrors. A little bit. Oh my god, this is blending out so nice. I keep moving because of the light. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to redo this video. You might not see this video. This might be redone. It's such a nice colour. It's like really mauvey. So now I'm going to go in with that pink on this side. And blow that out into the crease as well. I'm sorry, I should turn this way, shouldn't I? Oh. Problem with having a big mirror. Gets in the way of filming. Whoa. Okay. Like, that has blended out so easy. Okay. What do we think of that one? Like, you can see how bad my skin is at the moment. Okay. It's kind of cute. She's definitely there. She's definitely there. It's definitely pigmented. That is for dang sure. But what else do we expect from Jeffree at this point? Yeah, I'm just going to deepen that up a bit more. Okay. So, now I am going to take a smaller brush, a smudging brush, and I'm going to take that pink. Holy shit. It's intense under the eye. Blur that out a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with High King, which has the wand on it. Put that on the outer portion of my eye, and I'm really going to pack it on the outer portion and then just connect it. And I'm flipping the brush over. This brush, I love this brush. This is Eco brushes, I think. And then it's got like a tapered, fluffy crease brush. Means I can just go in and really blend those two together. That's quite an intense purple. That's the one that I'd say I would wear like in the summer. I'm just really going to deepen that up and deepen that up. And then just smudge it out. I think I'm going to take Vivid Mood, which is quite an intense light. Oh, that just gave us a whole nother dimension. Okay, so when I said I was doing a nude eye, the light is so not picking this up. Can we see that? A bit more, and I'm gonna really blow that out. That's quite pretty. And then I think they said take the crown. Just want to see how it applies with a brush. That's pretty good. Really nice. I am going to go back in with more of High King, because that has blended away some of that shade. It's so annoying it's not showing up on camera, like at all. But it looks lush. Take some pictures and we'll show it that way. Okay. And then I'm going to take a very, very teeny weeny brush and take wet gel. Ooh, I'm scared. Ah, that is so nice. There's like, there is definitely like proper microfiber glitter in there. And take Your Majesty again, and I'm just gonna put that in my brow bone and take the tiniest bit of wet gel. I'm sure if you did a wet gel on a finger. Sorry, we're just gonna try it. Okay, so we have wet gel. I'm just gonna put it right on that in hello. That's some glitter. She's glittery. She's there. She's definitely glittery. Right, so what am I going to do on the other side? So on the other side, I'm going to take a bit more Monarchy. Oh, let's try and go this way. Maybe you'll get to see something better. Right, so I'm taking a bit of Monarchy and just really smoking that out. No, I'm losing the light. Sorry. And then I'm going to go in with Dungeon, which is like a purple grey, but oh yeah, there's purple. There's definitely purple. It is super dark. Okay, this is very dark, and it's not blending that easily. Can you see that? Just here, right, it's going a bit patchy. Let's take the big brush, which had Monarchy on it, and let's see if we can, oh Lord, blend that out a bit. Not sure about that shade. Okay, we're going in with something different because I'm not liking that shade. I'm going to go with Vile Serpent, which is this teal green, and pray that we can... Okay, I don't know whether that was worse or not. Oh my god, my legs are dying. I'm so sorry. I really should have got myself a stool or a better cushion. Okay, that's just turned me into like a huge blue crease. I need something to blend that out. So I'm gonna take Deviant. Okay, we're going along more the purple feel now. Thing is, it's all trial and error. Going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm gonna get more of Vile Serpent, and I'm packing that on the outer section. I'm bringing it down. It's actually a really nice shade, that Vile Serpent. It's so pretty. I have to clean up that outer section in a bit, but more Deviant. Ooh. They are blending together. I'm just not a fan of that Dungeon shade that I laid down. It just didn't lay down as well. So it's kind of mixing, and even though I'm blending over the top, like it's still really there. Which means we might have to change the tact of this. I'm going to take Vile Serpent on the smudge brush, and I'm just going to run that completely under my waterline. Okay, right. Now we're going to try the shade that I've been looking forward to the most, which is this. Now, okay, it's got glitter all the way. Okay, pray for me, this is going all over my lid. I've got some glitter on my face. Okay, from the texture of this, I'm assuming that I'm not going to be able to blend it out. and there's a lot on my finger, so let's try, shall we? I look like I've been punched. Literally, it's all gone all over my eye. Okay. Oh, well. All the glitter's in my brush. Okay, so it's... yeah. Okay, so this can be blended out to a really nice black shade, but I have literally lost every bit of glitter and it is just all over my face. That's disappointing. That's really disappointing. Compared to, say, like the Tati Westbrook palette, which I haven't actually done a review on or a video on, but yeah, not loving that. Oh my god, and it's not even just sweeping away. Wow. Okay. Might have to rethink this eye look because I literally look like I've been punched. That's going to have to be taken off. Okay. Well, it was going to put on some Calabasas, which is my absolute favourite lip gloss of Jeffree's. I love this colour. I love the feel. I love the texture. They last really well. They are awesome. But, like, this is pretty with, like, some lashes and a liquid line. But I'm going to have to redo this whole eye and probably this half of my face. So, that's a little disappointing. I was loving the look of that black colour, but actually the fact that you can just blend it and the glitter just kind of comes away, you'd be far better than just using like a glitter glue and putting a pigment on. I will test it again and when my light's fixed and maybe get some better thoughts on it. I will stick a lash and a liner on with this eye and take some images and put them in my Instagram and see what I think. Most of the colours blended out really, really, really nicely. So, Your Majesty, Royal Pain, Deviant, Hiking, Vile Serpent, Vivid Mood, Wet Jewel, Pink Magic, all of those. Take the Crown. That was a really nice colour. Yeah, but I'm a little bit disappointed with Executioner. That's a really difficult one to control. Like, and I don't think that's difficult just because, you know, like I'm a normal person, but I've still got the swatches on my hand. That is a difficult shade to control. And the minute you blend it away, all the glitter just falls off. And then Dungeon, disappointed with that one. The two dark shades I'm really disappointed with. The rest of it is lovely. I still really like it. I think I'm going to have to do it again and see what I think. But we shall be back with the Jeffree Bloodlust palette. But for now, I shall see you in the next one. Bye.